Now, we begin with this. Tempers flared outside the Senekal Magistrate's Court as the two accused of the brutal murder of a 21-year-old farm manager appeared for their bail hearing. The EFF said it was there to help maintain calm in the area, and the farmers said they were standing against the politicizing of the situation. Yesterday, the police ministry announced that a third suspect in the murder of farm manager Brendan Horner was arrested. We are now joined by our reporter Linda Mnisi, who is still in Senekal and gives us a wrap. Linda, thank you for your time and thank you for joining us on Weekend Dawn. So more arrests on the cards. It seems as though the police are quite busy in the Free State area.
Indeed, Jacob, you'll remember yesterday, Police Minister briefing the media just outside the Senekal Magistrate's Court, and the question that I asked him was how many more arrests were to be made in the Andre Pienaar matter, which is the one where he, was charged for inciting violence. He's charged with attempted murder, public violence, and of course malicious damage to property. Now, this arrest comes just, as we wrapped up yesterday, but it is related to the Andre Pienaar matter, where we saw them, storming into the courthouse and, of course, damaging court property. We heard the state wanting to add a terrorism charge, but saying that they would have to seek, the authority of the NDPP, which is Shamila Batohi. When Andre Pienaar appeared in court, in fact, the last time when he applied for bail, we heard that the NDPP had not authorized that charge, and that is why it is not sitting. Now, with the arrest of this 33-year-old male, he's also charged with attempted murder, public violence, arson, malicious injury to property as well. So those are the charges that he'll be facing. We understand that he'll be appearing at the Senekal Magistrate's Court on Monday.
So what is the plan going forward for the police in that area? Can we expect police visibility or high visibility throughout the area until the court appearance on Monday?
Well, a lot of the farmers, Jacob, feel that this issue has been politicized. They've been really calling, for some of their members in Senekal not to attend that court appearance yesterday. Well, we saw some farmers coming out and some of the members dressed in, old apartheid military gear, which a lot of people, or some people, if I may say that, were really offended by that. But of course, they've been calling for non-politicized, or rather not politicizing the issue when it comes to the Senekal matter, saying that at this particular point the government should be intervening. A week ago we heard from the Speaker of the National Assembly calling on leaders to step forward, and yesterday we also saw government in the form of Police Minister Begicele as well as State Security Minister Ayanda Dlodlo really being present and saying that police were monitoring the situation. He says that about 30 people who were armed coming to Senekal were turned back. We understand that one person who was also armed was arrested yesterday for failing to present a license for the firearm that he had. So it seems politicians, government really has a lot in their hands in terms of dealing with the simmering tensions in Senekal and Paul Roux area, but also addressing the issues, Jacob, around unemployment. A lot of people in the townships are saying because of the levels of high unemployment in their area, a lot of people are now turning into stock theft, and a lot of people are being arrested for stock theft.
Before I let you go, Linda, I just want to know, have you had a chance to speak to the family of the late Brendan Horner and the community of Senekal, who have been rocked by this crime that took place a few weeks ago, and now by the racial tensions and the politicizing that's come up with the court cases that have come subsequently?
Well, you'll remember that the minister visited the family of Brendan Horner to really get a sense of the circumstances around his murder, saying that they're working hard to make sure that those who are implicated in this matter or accused of killing him are brought to book. In fact, the family is gutted and they're not speaking to the media at this point. We understand they are speaking on behalf of them. We saw during the minister's visit was the farm owner, Gili Skippers, who, is the employer of Brendan Horner, speaking, saying that the family family really wants justice in this matter, and they're really unhappy that their son has been killed. I mean, who can blame them? The gruesome murder of Brendan Horner, some of the details coming out yesterday in court, that in fact the two accused men were heard by one of the witnesses who's made a statement with the police saying that on the next day of the murder, what he heard or what she heard were the two accused bragging in the tavern about how they brutally assaulted a farmer and later using his vehicle to leave the scene. So that, of course, was received with quite a disappointment by the Paul Roux area where the two accused come from. The community, they're saying that they're quite disappointed, but they're hoping that they'll get more answers in terms of the number of people that are involved in this, but also highlighting a very important issue around unemployment. Like I said, a lot of them saying that the reason why the people are going into the farms and stealing stock is because there's a market. And Police Minister Begicele says, who is, the market? Who is buying these stolen goods? Well, some people are saying that a lot of people may not necessarily know that the meat that they're being sold, has been stolen in these farms behind me.